Hey, what's up everybody? Before I get started on this Basketball Wives LA video, I wanted to talk to you guys really fast. I meant to do this on my Real Housewives of Atlanta video yesterday and I totally forgot. But I'm sure many of you guys already know. Ashley Miller, 1987, you guys know Ashley. Her channel was either hacked or flagged and YouTube took it down. We're not really sure exactly what happened. She's in the middle of trying to appeal it and trying to get her channel back. But in the meantime, she has lost her channel. She's lost all her videos. I believe she had over 700 videos. She's lost all of her subscribers, over 25,000 subscribers. And you guys, just years and years of hard work down the drain. When I found out that it happened to her last week, I was so heartbroken for her. And immediately got a little afraid for myself too, because I was just like, oh my God, if something like that happened to me, for something like that to happen to any of us as YouTube creators, it would just be so unfortunate and so very, very sad. I like to do videos because I like to interact with everybody, and I'm sure that's why Ashley does it the same. And it's just terrible that this happened to her. So I just wanted to say at the beginning of the video, for everybody who followed Ashley before, to go back and follow her again. If you haven't been able to find her channels, because she has a new channel, it's Ashley Miller TV. Put it on the screen here. Also, we'll leave it below in the bar. Make sure that you watch her videos. Make sure that you retweet and share on Facebook and like and whatever we have to do to get her back to where she was. I just want to give my support to Ashley. Ashley, if you're watching the video, girl, hold your head up. We gonna get it back one way or the other. I mean, we just gonna keep on rolling with it. I already saw that she's got somewhere around 6,000 subscribers, so people are definitely picking back up. But it's a process, and it's a heartbreaking process for Ashley, I'm sure. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. So make sure that you subscribe, like, tweet, retweet, all of that for Ashley Miller TV. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with the review for Basketball Wives Los Angeles Season 3, the reunion. I am so glad that the show is over. You guys did talk me into sticking with it, and I did. And it wasn't as bad as, it could have gotten. Of course, my patience level was so short with the show, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't unbearable. Certain points were, but when I look back, it wasn't all that bad. So thank you guys for, trying to make me keep on track and, keep up with what I say I'm going to do. Now, we just going to get right into it. It ain't going to be that long of a video because the reunion to me was just, it kept me entertained, but whatever. First of all, I have to say, I lost some respect for Miss Drea, that she pulled the I'm the star of the show card and, just didn't show up for the reunion. Now, I understand all that Drea's been through. They have dogged Drea and, they've treated Drea bad. And but this is the nature of the beast. This is the show. Okay, we know Basketball Wives, the franchise in and of itself, is just a whole bunch of ratchet, backstabbing haterade. I took it back, y'all. So I just feel like when you are on this show, you owe it to your people that watch the show to show up for the reunion, okay? I hate the fact that Chrissy was able to do it on Love and Hip Hop and kind of, set the stage for people who are, who feel that they can do these things. And yeah, I just don't like it. My opinion was that she was afraid. I won't say afraid. I will say that these girls intimidate Drea. When Drea is around them, she is out of her league. Okay, because she doesn't think the same way as a person that's as mean and evil and conniving as Sunday and Jackie. So I feel like she didn't come because she just didn't feel like dealing with being caught off guard with anything that they might do or say. And yeah, so she interviewed with Shani, and we'll just get Dre out the way right now. She interviewed with Shani, and I felt like she was really feeling herself. Don't get me wrong, I've always liked Drea, and I think you guys know that. But I feel like she was on something special, and I was just like, oh, okay, Drea, bring it down. You know, when she was talking about them going to Palm Springs, and, you know, how she knew when she was on her way there that, you know, she was going to kick ass and take names. And I was just like, bullshit, Drea. You did not know that. Now, you might have known that it was going to be some shit going down, but you did not know that you was getting into no fight. And you definitely did not know that you was going to be able to get in that sucker punch that you did to Sunday. We all applauded Drea, because Sunday had the shit coming for sure. But I can't say 100% that if Sunday and Drea got into a prepared fight, meaning a ring, okay, and we rang the bell and let them go at it, I can't say that I think that Drea would have won that fight. Sunday got, you know, years and years and years of being, you know, oh, mean ass bitch under her collar. She's good at this shit. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with the lucky punch. Okay, some people are saying that Malaysia's cuff hit her. I also know that Drea did have on a lot of rings, and you know, that could have also been one of the. But that fucking black eye was so bad. That would have had to been a serious punch, or you know, the hitting of some metal against some skin. So we gave it to her. We all was happy that it happened, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, Drea. I also didn't like the fact that she was able to talk about everybody without anybody being able to have a comeback to her. Okay, the shit that she said about British was chubby, and you know, whatever she was saying about British, I've taken a liking towards British lately. I just felt like for her, she probably wouldn't have said that in her face. You get all this courage when you sitting in a nice, comfortable living room with Shawnee sitting across from you and nothing else, you know, no other threat around you. And I know that British said, you know, that shit to her, but like British did last night, she apologized for saying that, you know, Drea asked Drea if she was a hoe. And this is what I'm saying, like, you know, Drea just throws out these shots, and then everybody else got to deal with them later. So I wasn't cool with the fact that, you know, she was able to just say whatever she wanted to say with no answer. Because I feel like when that happens, you just have this false courage. So yeah, I felt like Drea was being a coward. But getting to the actual reunion, it wasn't all that nothing. I thought everybody looked okay. You know, Jackie didn't have her weave in. A lot of people had a problem with that. I didn't have a problem with her not having her weave in. It just looked like her hair was not all the way done. Maybe we could have put some curls in it or something. You know, she was trying to have that slick down look, but even the slick down look is fine if it's going to be finished. You know, it was kind of scraggly on the ends. It just looked like it was wrapped, and they was like, "Oh shit, you got to go out to the stage." I thought Jackie, this is the best that she's looked at in any of the seasons. She always comes up with some shit that be ill fitting. You know, titties. Y'all know how she always got to be all gathered and bunched up and shit. Jackie looked nice. I thought Malaysia looked great. I thought Brandy looked nice. I thought Brandy and Malaysia looked like the Bobbsey twins. It's just something weird about Brandy and Malaysia, okay? It's sort of like the old single white female. I was just like, is she gonna have the exact same, you know, hair? And yeah, it was odd. I even think she had on contact lenses, which, you know, Malaysia has been doing as of late. So, y'all, I'm just gonna go on and say it now. I don't really like Brandy. I've just not liked her throughout the whole season. She never got on my good side. You know, she started off bad with talking about Sunday's daughter. She's never been able to redeem herself. Okay, and I feel like I was willing to give people a chance. I mean, you see how I've turned for British, but yeah, Brandy, I just she has an elitist attitude. I didn't want to say that originally, but she does. Her personality is just so much. I mean, I know that cancer statement will definitely put somebody over the edge. Somebody who's fought for their lives and, you know, had to deal with infertility and, you know, just really wanting to have another child. Yes, I truly, you know, I sympathize with her. Empathize with her. My mom died from cancer. You guys know that. And so I'm not trying to downplay that apart. I just feel like she just does the most. I think she puts 30 on 10, okay, not even 20. All this histrionics, all this jumping up, and she want to cuss folks out, and she gonna go off on them every time somebody say something. You know, she got this evil look on her face. I mean, she obviously was there to fight, okay? I'm not buying it, okay? Usually people who do all of that, they throw everybody off so much with all them histrionics that the fight don't never happen, and we just assume that they ass can fight. I'm not gonna go with Brandy just automatically gonna whoop somebody's ass. I'm telling you, I'm still not even sure if I put Brandy and Sunday in the ring together, that the shit would come out in Brandy's favor. It would be a much better fight than if it was Sunday and Drea. But yeah, I'm still, I'm not sold on, Brandy is just this hardcore whatever. Okay, we tend to think that Malaysia and Brandy are the same. Malaysia's from a different place. Malaysia's from Lakewood. You guys already know Malaysia had her family in the audience, and they was a fucking mess. Okay, I mean, they all look like they about it. And Malaysia has proven to us. So, I ain't just automatically going with Brandy was gonna do something. But yeah, I don't think I like Brandy, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know y'all do, but no. Now, speaking of Malaysia and Jackie are not friends anymore. They addressed that. It is sort of sad to see that Malaysia, she was the last one that was rooting for Jackie. Every season that it would start, it would be Malaysia trying to be nice to Jackie, and I'd always be like, why is this girl still trying to give Jackie the benefit of the doubt? But for whatever reason, Malaysia's eyes is open. She said, they are not friends. They never gonna be friends. Jackie was very upset visibly. I've been too good to too many people. I do too much good for people to come and stab me in my back. Malaysia's fucking family out there was just heckling her, and she started arguing with the one with the red hair. I was just like, all right, Jackie, don't get your ass beat. Because, Jackie was like threatening to go out into the audience too. I was just like, oh my God, this is just like a circus. It got to the point where John Sally had to threaten to tell the girl, Malaysia's family that they was gonna put her ass out if she didn't calm down. And side note, John Sally, now I'm through complaining about John Sally because obviously they like to have John Sally as the host. He did like he always does, and so was nothing new there. Was he slurring? Did you guys notice when the show first started, he sounded like he was drunk, or I was just like, did he just get a shot of Novocaine? Like, did they just finish working on his mouth? Like, what is going on with John Sally? He was able to get it together, but at first I was concerned. Getting back to the show, once Jackie started the crying, and she's been hurt too many times, and she's helped too many people, and she's done too much, Brandy starts playing the violin, okay? And she keeps on playing and keeps on playing and keeps on playing. So that was a nothing really, Malaysia and Jackie's friendship is over. I mean, I think we had already got that idea at the, on the season finale. My two favorite people on the show, British and Lorenzo, they had a whole little segment dedicated to them. John Sally, who can be a very messy man at times, he asked British about the blogs and the rumors that, Lorenzo was cheating with some chick in Houston. British kept that shit 100, okay? What she's always done about their relationship. That's why she always got to get a nigga a lecture whenever she's away from him. But she was just like, look, we sat down, we read the blog. Some of it's not true, some of it is true. I mean, what else do you want me to say? Okay, I'm still with him, he's still with me. We gonna try to work this shit out. But yeah, I'm not stupid. That's a lot of the same mentality that Malaysia had. I mean, I really feel like if you were going to be a basketball wife, which we've all said a million times, you have to be prepared for this. And you either roll with the punches, hope the shit don't come out and be in your face, or you can ignore it, act like it never happened, and then turn around and be totally blindsided when some shit hit the fan, like a baby. So they bring Lorenzo out, you guys, and he's his normal smiley self. Lorenzo just glad to be here. John Sally asks him if there were any, is any truth to the rumor. Lorenzo was just like, no, I ain't do nothing with that girl. I don't do that no more. No, I'm with British. She made me a better man. So, what could you say? I mean, they're a young couple. I guess he's trying to do right by British. I do feel like they love each other. They're just young, and, Lorenzo still got a lot of running in him. However, Lorenzo's he's trying to bring that shit down considerably. So John Sally asked him, does he have anything that, could make British know that, he was serious about, being with her for the rest of his life. And he's like, yeah. And he gets down on his knees and he was like, British, I love you. He pulls off the ring. He puts it on her finger. She didn't look all that surprised. The ring fit perfectly. And she was just like, oh, thank you, baby. I was just like, oh. I mean, I feel like if you was really surprised and shocked about it, you would... she didn't even put an act on. She just pat him on the head. It was just like, thank you, baby. Gave him a hug and a kiss. They sat their ass back on down. So that was it. It wasn't really that touching to me. Was it that touching to you? I thought it was interesting that they touched on also the fact that Malaysia doesn't wear her ring. And, if she and her husband were together any longer. I think we've been knowing for some time that them two aren't together. I was actually surprised to see him on the first episode. Because like I said, she hasn't worn a ring in a long time, and I had got the impression that they weren't together. They didn't make any type of, announcement or anything like that. I just really thought that they had separated. Malaysia started to tell us about her brother getting killed at the beginning of the year, like New Year's Eve, and you guys remember that because I talked about it in a video, top of the blogs, and I also remember seeing it on Instagram. Evidently, she was fussing at her husband on Twitter because she felt that he wasn't being supportive in her time of need. She apologized and said that she had been acting out. She was upset. He didn't deserve that. She was being very immature. That was not the way to handle it. And she apologized to him, but she also said that when she's ready to let the world know where she and Gennaro, is that his name? Gennaro stand in their relationship, she would let us know. So that's usually just PR talk, but we ain't together no more. Now, we talk about the fight with Drea and Sunday, and like I said, Drea's not there, so it's not really much that can be done. Drea says what she says to Shani, and they give Sunday a chance to answer. It's easy to say things when you're not here. You want to make me the villain? Then I'll be the villain, and I'll look good playing the villain. I got all kind of things on Drea. Okay, and then John Sally was like, well, what you got? And she was talking about Drea fucking two people in the backseat of the car at her job or something like that. I was just like, no, what? What the fuck that got to do with the price of tea in China? Who give a damn who Drea fucking in the back of the car? Was it your car? Was it your job? Was it your man? If it wasn't none of those, then I don't know what the fucking problem is. Sunday always just coming up with shit. She still has never given me a legitimate reason why she don't like Drea. I just really feel like she's jealous that Drea, has been able to secure baller. Man act like he loved Drea and look like this relationship is gonna go somewhere. I think Drea said they've been together for a year when they filmed this. I just think that Sunday is jealous that, her life didn't turn out as positively as Drea's did, and, they have similar beginnings. So she's telling John Sally how she felt bad for talking about Drea's son because, he didn't have anything to do with it. And of course, Brandy is sitting over there just seething, and she's like, bullshit. Then Sunday and Brandy start arguing, and of course, the shit erupts in pandemonium, and they jump up, and Brandy's taking off her shoes. All the fucking Malaysia's family run up on the stage, okay? Sunday take off her shoes. John Sally's trying to get the shit, contained, and honey, British ran her ass up off the stage. She said, listen here, I got a fucking $2,000 dress on. When niggas come running towards me, that is something that I'm not going to do, not in this dress. I was just like, bitch, I know that's right. So the reunion kind of ended like that. They did bring Brandy and Malaysia back separate from Sunday and Jackie and British. I said on Twitter last night that I hate that British has got lumped together with Jackie and Sunday, because I think British now sees the fools that she has aligned herself with. And they talk to Malaysia and Brandy, and Brandy gets to be emotional about why she was so upset from what Sunday said about her infertility, and then John Sally asked them if they will be returning to the show. Neither of them are confirming that they will. I'm assuming that Brandy, as a single white female, she's gonna do whatever Malaysia do. They're not gonna get rid of Jackie. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Maybe Malaysia might come back. I don't know. But whatever Malaysia do, probably that's what Brandy gonna do. I don't see Brandy coming back without Malaysia. And then when Sunday, Jackie, and British come back, you know, British does say that she regrets being in the middle of all this shit. They give Sunday the chance to kind of connect with us emotionally. One thing you can say about Sunday is Sunday just owns up to her shit, okay? The bitch got a little hole in her, and she takes that with, you know, pride. She knows what she is. She don't try to hide behind it. But whatever. She's, you know, saying that she wants people to understand how she is as a mother and see her interact with her kids and all that. And I wasn't touched, if that's what she was going for. But maybe somebody out there was. They do ask Jackie and British if they're coming back to the show. You know, British was just like, yes, because I want you guys to see my fabulous wedding. Girl, you ain't getting married no time soon. And Jackie says if they ask her, then definitely Jackie will be back. They ain't even asked Sunday if she was coming back, because, honey, Sunday I don't think they will have back. And that's it, y'all. That is the review for Basketball Wives LA. Thank God it's over. Like I said, it wasn't as bad when I look back on it, but yeah, that shit was still kind of painful. I got another video to do, so let me get on with this. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.